Hey everybody, welcome back to Small Talk Japan. On this show, we talk about all things Japan in English. My name is Mitch. I'm here with
Natsuki.
How are you, Natsuki?
I'm good. I just ate lunch, so I'm so...
You have like something on your shirt right here.
Oops.
What's wrong with you?
Oh, maybe I spilled something.
Natsuki, how old are you?
41. Oh, we'll be 41. Still 40.
When's your birthday?
July 12th. Oh, it's my birthday week. Oh, there is a birthday hat. I should wear that.
Go get it. Go get it. Put it on. Put it on. Don't kick anything, but you can wear it. It's like well, a part of it will disappear, but it's okay. So your birthday is what? What did you say? July
12th.
July 12th.
Yeah. Oh, this reminds me Alice Wonderland, Mad Hatter. Yeah, I feel like Johnny Depp now.
Let's roll that intro. So what are you going to do for your birthday? You're going to turn 41.
Right.
And are you going to do anything special?
I don't think so because my husband is gone. His business trip again. He'll be in Niigata.
In Niigata?
Yeah, this time. So I have to take care of my kids by myself.
So you got to put your mic closer to you.
Oh, okay.
So you won't have any freedom.
Yes. Are you going to take care of my kids?
No. I've decided. I spent like the first 20-something years of my life babysitting somebody else's kids. So I'm not going to do that anymore.
Yeah, I know. I'm not going to let my kids,
Dude, I'm a better babysitter than you fucking know, dude. I've raised more children than you've raised.
That's true. But...
Seriously. But anyway, I do remember... Don't say who. I don't want to heavily edit this episode, but I remember when we left your youngest daughter in the care of someone that was close to, at the time, who was close to me, so we could film episodes of this show and the radio. And it was only like 1 hour or maybe 1 hour and a half. And that particular person like freaked out.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my God, I can't believe this. It was like,
I totally
funny.
remember. That was my first kid, actually.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Shiori-chan.
Yeah.
And I was just like, you can't handle watching a baby for 1 hour and 30 minutes. And she was like, it's a living thing. And how do you say like inuichi? Like
life.
Life? Like it's life. And I was just like, okay. I was like, whatever. Anyway.
Yeah, let's not talk about this.
Happy birthday.
Not yet.
Soon.
Yes, soon.
By the time... No, I think the next time that you come on the show will be in 2 weeks probably. And so like you'll be 41.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
We got a lot of news to talk about today. Let's start off with, let's see. So there was a lot of news about, let's call it non-consensual activities.
What?
Yeah, and we're just going to leave those alone because I don't want to talk about that because there's like 15 stories about that. And I'm just like, this show is not going to be all about that. We're just going to skip that. So instead, let's talk about the government. Average income of Diet members reaches 25.3 million yen, the first increase in 5 years. As a Japanese woman, Natsuki, how do you feel about your government making more than some doctors?
Yeah, I'm not good about those political news, so I'm not really sure what they're doing. But I cannot see our life is getting better. Of course, they're doing some good jobs, but I can't really feel. But like you said, their income is increasing in first time in 5 years.
So I'm trying to figure out 25 million. Okay, so that is $155,000 a year.
What do you think? Like Diet member in the United States make much like more money?
Let's find out. How much do congressmen make? They make about the same, $174,000 a year.
Okay. Yeah. So some of them might do good job, but some of them are not. Like remember, some of them just sleeping in the kokkai. How do you say that? Diet.
The diet. Yeah.
In the diet. Yeah.
Yeah. So my favorite thing about this article, I mean, it's just basically it talks about how like it was their first increase in 5 years and blah 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 whatever. But like the top Reddit comment on this is, it says, yet they still receive income boost when average workers' wages are still stagnant and their performance running the country is abysmal with exchange rate record 161 yen to the $1. So let's actually check that out. US dollar, USD, yen to US, USD to yen. How much is it now? It's 160.62 yen to the dollar. Is the bad exchange rate, the cheap yen, is it affecting you at all, Ms. Natsuki?
It means that I cannot go to overseas for
The
a long
weak yen
time,
means
maybe.
that I can't go on vacation. That's
I
the only
can't
thing I'm
go.
thinking about.
Because did you see the news that Japanese people go to like Hawaii and they went to Hawaii but they couldn't afford anything and they just, share the meal? Like, なんかすごい that's a sad news. That's what I thought.
Yeah, Japan is having
They
some problems.
they still go on vacation, but they cannot do the things that they used to do.
Yeah.
But
And-
people still want to go, right? That's kind of hilarious.
and to match the really weak yen, they decided to make new yen. This is the next story. Next story is Japan to launch new banknotes on July 3rd. First, so this was 2 days ago from the filming of this. First design change in 20 years. So you can see here's the 1,000,000 yen satsu, 5,000 yen satsu, and 1,000 yen satsu. These are ugly. These are really ugly. I'm sorry. I don't even know any of these people. Who are these people?
滝沢栄一だったっけ? I know the names, but I'm not really sure what they did.
Eiichi Shibusawa.
渋沢栄一.
Known as the father of Japanese capitalism, who helped establish around 500 companies, will be featured on the 1,000,000 yen note. The 5,000 yen note will feature educator Umeko Tsuda, who during her lifetime, I guess they just tried to find a girl. They're like, we need a woman.
Yeah, there is a good university in Tokyo, Tsuda Juku 大学.
The 1,000 yen note will use the portrait of microbiologist Shiba Saburo Kitasato,
He's a doctor, right?
dubbed the father of modern Japanese medicine.
Right. So I was watching the news this morning, and then some ramen restaurant is trying to, celebrate this new banknote, and then they did a sale because they wanted to receive their, new bill. You do understand what I mean?
I'm listening. Yeah,
Okay,
I understand.
but nobody use actual bill.
No, everybody uses.
Yeah, like なんか PayPay とかさ。なんかそんなの使うから。So
Wait.
they didn't get a chance to see the new bill. Of course, I haven't seen.
They all
it
use
yet.
electronic money.
Exactly. They all use electronic money or like credit cards. So even though they did like, yay, we have a new bill like a sale.
Yeah.
They didn't get
They're like,
any.
let's get the new money, but then nothing.
Nothing.
I'm gonna try to find. So here is the comparison between the old and the new banknotes. So
Oh, Fukuzawa Yukichi is going to disappear.
yeah.
Oh, I miss him. I'm going to miss him.
So like I don't know. They're both.
Old man.
I swear to God, they just needed a woman. They're just like, we have to have at least one woman. I mean, that's like.
Hey, have you seen new 500 yen dama, like 500 coin?
There's a new one.
Yeah, it's not really new, but it's quite new. Like maybe how long years ago, I can't remember. So what I want to say is, Japanese parking lot, many of them
Yeah.
are still, we need to use like actual money, like, coin or bills, okay?
Yeah.
No credit card or no electronic money, and it's very annoying.
Yeah.
But they don't accept new coins. The machine is
This one?
Yeah, that one. They made new, coins, but Japanese parking lot
Can't use it.
Can't use it. So probably same, problem is going to happen.
So you are so clever, Natsuki. You're so clever
Okay, thank you.
because so it says right here the top Reddit comment on this is no more money the vending machine won't accept.
Right. It happens. So it's very inconvenient.
It's very inconvenient. It's not a very convenient thing, is it?
No.
So let's continue. Enough about the money situation in Japan. There was this. We read about a story last week about a knife attack in China, where a Japanese mother and child were attacked. And at the time when we reported it, the driver of the bus that saved them and was in critical condition. But unfortunately, I have to report now that actually the bus driver is the Chinese bus driver who defended them is actually passed away. So a knife attack on a Japanese woman and her child in China on June 24th has triggered yet another wave of xenophobic comments on Chinese social media, with some even hailing the attacker as a hero. The latest incident in, I guess it's Shuzo, I don't know, from a previous blah, 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 were injured in public. It says the attacker was a 52-year-old Chinese man. 2 Japanese victims suffered non-life-threatening injuries and were taken to a hospital. A Chinese woman who tried to prevent the attack was seriously wounded, according to this article, but she's actually since passed away.
Sad.
Yeah, so the woman, she's actually been hailed as a hero for helping save the mother and child. Yeah. So yeah, it says one of the comments on Reddit, I don't know if this is true, but I'll just go ahead and read this Reddit comment. It says the culprit is a typical incel, over 50, no job, no money, far away from family. The primary motivation is to stab anyone, so he can get a free meal in jail.
He knew that those people were from Japan. That's why he stabbed them.
I think he was just trying to be an asshole, and then that was it. So this next story, unfortunately, it's been taken down. See, this is what I don't like about Japanese news, is that like the websites in Japan, they post something and then they almost immediately take it down. It's changed. But anyway, the story was about how last week we talked about how a Chinese woman was arrested for riding a motorized suitcase like this. And then MBS did a report on this, and they drove a bunch of these around, and they realized that they actually go a lot faster than they thought. So these motorized suitcases are actually quite dangerous.
I've never seen. I didn't even know there's such a thing. It looks fun. What do you mean? Like you get on the suitcase and it automatically move, like なんかバイクみたいに?
Yeah, so it's a motorized suitcase. So it's made to sit down and navigate large airports. Yeah. But people are using it on the streets, and they go really, really fast. So they're actually quite dangerous.
Yeah, it sounds dangerous, but I wanted to try some once in my lifetime. It sounds like fun.
So here's somebody has posted the text of the article. This is the nation's first ever arrest of a woman traveling on a public road on an electric suitcase. A woman moving on something in a busy shopping street in Osaka City. A closer look at the video showed that the woman was straddling a suitcase. The woman moves forward, skillfully weaving her way through the flow of people. There have been major developments surrounding this electric suitcase. Mm-hmm. Apart from the person riding it in the shopping arcade, the Osaka Prefectural Police have sent a woman in her 30s, a Chinese student living in wherever, Osaka, to prosecution on suspicion of violating the road traffic law by riding her suitcase on a footpath in Osaka City. This is the first time in Japan where electric suitcase has been caught on a public road. And so, again, when the reporters tried to ride these suitcases, they said that they go a lot faster than they actually thought they would. So they go like 12 kilometers an hour.
すごい.
So they go quite fast.
すごい.
So they're kind of dangerous. So the big problem here is like Japanese roads and sidewalks are just quite small.
Yeah.
And so like if you're trying to ride on a suitcase going 12 kilometers an hour on like, small footpaths, it's really, really dangerous.
Yes, and also Japanese, roads are very gata-gata してる. How do you say that in English?
They're bumpy.
Bumpy, that's right. Because I put my kids on their suitcase and then, make them move. It's not automatic. I do it by myself.
We're talking about how it's dangerous, and you're like, I put my kids on a suitcase and I move them. I'm like, get over here. You're so funny.
Yeah. And like you said, it's easier when I do it on at the airport.
Yeah.
But like normal street, it's very like bumpy. 危ない.
So we're gonna switch gears from suitcases to 7-Eleven.
7-Eleven.
So this is a YouTube video that I want everybody to watch. It's from the Wall Street Journal, and it's entitled "7-Eleven is reinventing its a 17 billion food business to be more Japanese." So basically, you guys please watch this. But this story is about how the 7-Eleven. So 7-Eleven used to be an American company. And it got really, really big. And then in the 1990s, 7-Eleven, maybe it was 2000, I forgot, but somewhere around there, 7-Eleven actually went bankrupt. And so they were bought by the Japanese side of 7-Eleven. So now, so 7-Eleven Japan now owns 7-Eleven America. Because 7-Eleven in Japan is like a grocery store and a bank.
Right. And
so,
then now they started their like new business. They start delivering pizza from today, maybe.
Yeah. So yeah, right there. Yeah. So 7-Eleven in Japan has a lot of really, really good food, and you can actually see this on all like TikTok and stuff like that. And so what's happening is that so the 7-Eleven in America is going to try to mirror 7-Eleven in Japan, and they're going to try to have more and more food that the Japanese 7-Eleven has.
Oh, that's a good idea. No?
Isn't that great?
Yeah, isn't that great?
I mean, because like 7-Eleven in Japan is fucking awesome. I love 7-Eleven. I love Family Mart. Family Mart is probably my favorite, but I love convenience stores in Japan.
That's right. I actually ate onigiri rice bowl from Lawson yesterday, and then 7-Eleven onigiri tastes much better. I thought they're same, but they weren't same.
If you guys at home just have a minute, it's a short video. It's not very long. It's 7 minutes and 21 seconds, so you can just watch it. It's really cool. It teaches you all about what 7-Eleven in America is going to look like in the future, and how Japanese 7-Eleven got to be so popular. It's actually quite cool.
Their food is very good.
Let's get to one of our funnier stories. I don't know if it's funny. I don't know if it's sad. You guys be the judge. Man passes away on Tokyo train, and no one notices until nearly 12 hours and 650 kilometers later.
Why did you say this is funny?
It's kind of funny. When you think about how many millions of people travel on trains in Japan, I mean, like, this is bound to happen. But a man's body continued to make trips back and forth across downtown Tokyo until the end of the day. It's not at all like I'm into like blah blah blah. Fucking Soto news articles have so much padding in them. A man sitting motionless in a two-person bench seat, though everyone had already gotten off the train, was noticed. Checking for a pulse, the person found none, and even his attempt to resuscitate the man using a defibrillator was proven unsuccessful because he was already passed away.
Wow.
I don't think that there's any additional information about the deceased, but yeah, it's really sad.
At the moment he passed away, he was sleeping, or like he struggled with pain, or like heart attack, or...
Unfortunately, there isn't a lot of information about this, but we know that the man boarded the Shonan Shinjuku line at Shibuya Station, downtown Tokyo, at 8:02 that morning, and he had been sitting on it, prefecture, before reaching its last stop in Tochigi Prefecture about 2 hours later. So he had sat in it for 12 hours.
Wow. So maybe some people noticed that like he's weird or he's sleeping, but I believe nobody touched him. But it's understandable, right? If you were there, are you going to touch? Would you touch them? I mean him. So then it goes on to talk about how the train went back and forth and nobody disturbed him. So it's basically like, in Japan, a lot of people sleep on trains because people are just exhausted. I mean, I'm exhausted today because I was working until like 2:00 in the morning yesterday. Yeah, sounds like.
But like people do like sleep on trains and stuff like that, and I try not to bother them when I see them. So people just probably thought he was sleeping.
Right. That's what I thought too. Like even my niece living in Tokyo, and then she goes to her school using trains. So when she was first grade, elementary school, she didn't come back home, and then her parents got worried about her. But she has GPS with her, and then her parents find out she goes like back and forward.
Yeah.
So they figured she's sleeping on their train. So the parents went to the station and tried to wake her up. So it happens.
Wow.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean that's kind of sad, but at the same time, it's completely understandable. I'm going to switch gears to something a little bit happier. Not Just Bikes is a YouTuber that I really like, and he recently uploaded. It's that. Let's see. There's a couple. He came to Japan, okay, and he uploaded a couple of videos from Japan, and I don't know where this is. This was recommended to me. I don't know if this is a new video or if it was like, but it was recommended to me the other day, and it's like he let's try to put this on. So he came to Japan and he wrote all the Japanese weird trains. Let's see. What kind of weird trains do you know in Japan?
Trains?
Trains.
Trains. 久オレンジ鉄道.
Okay, so this is what it is. This is it's the newest one, 11 days ago. Okay.
すごい。こんなのあるんだ.
So this is not just bikes. I totally recommend this YouTuber. He's really, really cool. He talks about how cities are stupid in America and how like having pedestrian.
こんなのあるんだ.
So there's like, he talks about like the Hello Kitty train, and he talks about like there's like a really fancy train that he was on, like a luxury train. Let's see, this one.
Wow, where can I find that, Hello Kitty train?
You gotta watch this video, dude. You gotta watch this video.
Okay.
This video is really good. I'll link it to you later. You can watch it. But yeah, he talks about this luxury train that he was on. It's really cool. And he talks about how there's a bike train that you can get on when people like store their bikes and stuff. Look, see?
It looks like a European train.
Yeah, it's simply to go out and what you call it, use your bikes, like go on biking paths and stuff from Tokyo.
Nice.
There's another one's got like really like wafu, like very Japanese style train, like a Zen garden. And there's just like a sightseeing train that you look out the window, and then there's like a night train where you go and look at the stars. It's just like he went on all these like really interesting trains, and like the last one is like the Pikachu train that he went on that I didn't know existed. But this was like, it was just a really cool like video. So I totally recommend this. It's called, for those of you who are just listening, it's called Not Just Bikes, I Rode the Craziest Trains in Japan.
すごい. Yeah, I'm interested.
Yeah, you should take your kids on it. It'd be cool.
I actually, told you before, but there's a Thomas land somewhere in Japan. You can meet actual Thomas there. Train Thomas.
Mm-hmm.
静岡県? Maybe. Can you Google it?
Oh God, it's in Oigata Railway, and it's
See?
like this.
Isn't it cool?
That's scary. I'm sorry. I think Thomas the Train is just kind of scary, but
and their friends are also there, like Gordon.
Gordon.
Or I don't know any
Oh,
other
God.
name. I think his
God.
eyes are moving.
That's scary. It's freaking scary. Sorry. I'm sorry. I think Thomas is just kind of freaky. Yeah, so there's a sanctuary, it says, of locomotives. Oh my gosh. I don't know. This is
Unknown Japan. Yeah, I didn't even know. Unknown.
So there was like I said, there was a lot of like just really depressing news, and I feel like every time that you're on the show, Natsuki, that we talk about nothing but really, really sad news. So today I wanted to talk about some happy things.
Yeah.
And I found something that I wanted to show you that I think I want to get your opinion on. So in Japan in the 90s, can you tell me what was the fashion that women wore during the bubble in nightclubs?
あれでしょ? ボディコン?
Body conscious, bodycon. So there was somebody posted a video. I think this is in Tokyo, but it's called "Clubbing in Japan in the 1990s." And I just wanted to, because this is such a happy video. I just wanted to show you this. Let's go.
Like
There we go.
パラパラでしょ? パラパラ.
So can you explain what para para is?
パラパラ is one of the dances, people from at that time dance. How do you describe dance like that?
Like, and then so as I watched this, I noticed two things about this. One, this looks really fun, and two, there's a lot of like sexiness in this kind of video. Like the go-go girls, like they dress like this, and they kind of like nantino, they're kind of like eroyo. And I was just like, so the entire time I was watching this, I kept thinking about, I'm sorry, I kept thinking about your father's interview that we had a couple months ago, and I was like, your dad was my age during this time.
そうだね.
And I was like, Ina.
So even in Kagoshima, there was a place like this in Tenmonkan.
Wait, do you know what it was called?
Maharaja, right?
Wait. Okay, so here we go. So on the comments on this video, if you scroll down, here we go. So this is on Reddit, right? So if you scroll down, this is the funniest thing in the world. Where is it? ちょっと待ってね. Here it is. I don't know if you can see this. Let me blow this up. It says, I moved to Japan in the mid 1990s. I remember going to Maharaja Club in downtown Kagoshima, and they still dress like this. The girls were very friendly.
すごいね. What a coincidence.
How fucking random is that? That I'm watching this completely inappropriate like dance video from the 90s, and the top comment is like, hey, I used to live in Kagoshima.
Yeah, my dad once told me that there is a VIP room.
Yeah. And continue.
No, he didn't give me details, but he sometimes go there and have fun. So I now figure out, he was in, this kind of world.
See, oh, look, there it is. This is
Gion, right? Gion
Gion.
is Kyoto.
Yeah.
So Maharaja was everywhere, among Japan.
Jesus.
Sounds like fun. I mean, it looks like fun. But those are なんだっけ? なんかラスベガスは? What about Las Vegas?
Oh no, I mean like this is normal in like America. Like,
right?
We know that this happens in America. What I'm saying is like this is innocent, pure Japan. What's going on, guys? And also, why didn't I come to Japan in the 90s? Well, I did come in the 90s, but I came in 1999. So
right.
this is
late,
finished.
ね.
Yeah.
We want to back to なんかね we wanted to time travel.
Back to this
area,
time.
yeah.
I with my level of Japanese, I just want to go back here for like a week.
Yeah.
How fun would that be? Right?
Yeah.
And just like, because like at this time there were no foreign people in Japan, especially like here in Kagoshima.
That's right.
And so like if I went to a club like this speaking Japanese to them, they'd be like, what's going on?
Yeah, people stare at you.
Dude, I mean, I saw that on the internet. I was just like, what are we doing, Natsuki? What are we doing?
We're so clear. We're so pure and clear. Clean
and pure and boring. What happened to the fun, Natsuki?
Clean, pure, boring. Yeah, sounds like a なんかの歌みたいだね.
So I one thing that I want to say is like I've noticed that recently as we're doing this show, like while we're doing the show, like breaking news has happened like the last 3 or 4 shows and I've missed it. So let me just double check to make sure that
any big news is
there's
happening.
no big news that I haven't, because like people are like sometimes they tell me like, why didn't you cover this brand new story? I'm like, I'm sorry, we were like in the middle of the show when that came out. No, I think that's it. It's just a bunch of like inappropriate stuff.
Okay.
It's just horrible stuff. There's a story about oh no, that's kind of rapey. It's okay. We can talk about this. So in Kumamoto, which is close to here, an 85-year-old man was arrested on suspicion of kissing an elementary school girl. And she said, I thought she was interested in me.
気持ち悪い. I thought you were going to say, I thought she's my granddaughter. とか言うかと思ったんだけど.
So this is right here. He thought that he was interested in him. That's so weird.
Weird. 85 years old trying to kiss a teenager like 12 でしょ?
85 is more than double my age. I'm 41.
Wow.
That's 82 if you double my age. He's older than double me.
Yeah, he's a man.気持ち悪い.
So weird.
Creepy.
Very
old
creepy.
Guy. Yeah.
Yes. On that note, I wanted to say something. I forgot to say this on the last shows, but if you are a Japanese person and you're watching this show or you're listening to the show, some of our audience is Japanese. Did I tell you this is the weirdest thing that happened in the world? So so let's see, Tenmonkan. I was pulling. I'm a weird person, okay, but I was pulling fiber across Tenmonkan.
You did?
Yeah. Because I was connecting 2 of my businesses together, okay? And I was just randomly, I hope this person is listening to the show today. And so I'm going to show you guys in Tenmonkan, there's this arcade. So it's kind of hard to see. Maybe if we do like, how do I do street view? So there's like this arcade. I think it's called arcade in English, but it's like
it's game center じゃないの?
it's both meanings. So there's like this like top awning that like protects the street from the rain. So I pulled fiber from my school, which is over here, across the arcade over to my studio where we are now. I got permission to do this. I didn't just do this on my own. I got permission to do this. But while I was doing this, we were walking in front. I'm not gonna tell you where because I don't want to dox this person. But we were like we were walking in front of a window, and we were like on the 3rd floor because we're on top of this arcade, right? And this person opens their window. And we're on the 3rd floor, okay? It's like in the middle of like the winter too. This person opens their window. They go, "Mitch," and I go, "Yes." And this person was like, "I love your show," in perfect English. And I was like, "That's crazy."
So the women probably still living there.
That person, we don't know if it's a woman or a man. I didn't say. Person.
Yeah.
Might still be living there. I'm not sure.
Okay.
But if this person is living there, then I just thank you for watching the show.
Yeah, thank you for watching the show.
Anyway, if you are a Japanese person and you enjoy this show, I want to tell you about a completely separate. It's very, very innocent, very, very pure channel that we've created. It's called EgoPod. And this is a show that teaches straight teaches English. So if you are interested in learning English, or if you're an English speaker living in Japan or have Japanese friends that are trying to learn English, please recommend to them this new YouTube channel called EgoPod that we have. I'll link it in the video description if I remember to do that while editing this video.
I listened to all of them, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah, I did.
They're cute, right? Dude, it's like the set. Oh my God, the set is like, I was like, here, we'll just put on an episode. I was like, what's like the most fruity, innocent looking set I could possibly make? And then this was like AI generated. This is all AI.
Yeah, it looks like Katy Perry world.
Yeah, it's Katy Perry word. It's fine. Anyway, yeah, all right, guys, that's been our show today. If you guys want to support us, there'll be a link to our Patreon in the video description. Otherwise, we are going to go and film a quick little message to our Patreon subscribers, me, you, and your birthday hat. So if you guys want to support us, click on our link in our video description, and we will see you guys next week. See you guys. Bye, everybody.